Hey guys, we're gonna do a little how-to video on getting broken off bolts out. This is a rather large bolt, but you can see it's sheared off right flush with the drive sprocket here. Can't get on the back, can't get on the front. So we'll kind of show you how to deal with that. The first step of what we're gonna do is we took a center punch and punched a hole in there. That's just a guide for the drill bit, because with the sheared off bolt, it's not very flat. So if you try to get a drill bit started on that, it tends to walk around and you won't actually get it in the center of the broken off bolt. So by hammering a punch in there, you make a little hole, and then you'll be able to start a pilot bit in there to drill the center of that bolt out. So now you can see we've gotten a small pilot hole drilled through, and now we're going through with a larger bit to hollow the whole kind of center of that broken off bolt, to hollow that out. And then we're going to weld a nut to the outside, and we'll be able to hopefully turn those threads out. All right, so we've got the nut welded on to the threads that we drilled out. A little note, when you're drilling the hole out, you're going to be lubricating it probably with WD-40 or some sort of oil. Before you weld the nut on, you're going to want to clean the drilled out hole out with brake clean. Because if you have oil or WD-40 in there, when you start welding on there, you're going to get all kinds of porosity, and it's not going to stick to the outer bit of threads. So you get a much better weld if you clean it with brake clean first. This is the stuff that we were using for that, just standard brake clean, nothing special. And then yeah, so what it looked like, this is one we've done on another part of this track here. So you can see the entire center is drilled out, and the nuts welded on the front. The point of drilling it out is when this thing's so seized into the hole there, by drilling the center out, when you put heat to it when you're welding it, by the core being out of the bolt, it allows the bolt actually to shrink a little bit. Once it heats up and it cools down again, it'll shrink, and just gives it that little bit of room to be able to break loose and come out. So they're just all those little things that help. Sometimes you can get away with just welding the nut onto a bolt and not actually drilling the center out. But on this one, we know they were so stuck in there because we had a whole bunch of them break off like that. So we figured it was better to drill the center out, and if you got that impossible bolt to get out, that is a good trick. Drill the center out, it allows the bolt to shrink a little bit, and then when you apply heat to it, the bolt can actually go somewhere because there's a hollow center. So now we'll show you guys it coming out, and that's the trick for getting the impossible bolts out.